Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
A ver qué pasa.
Boring. Isn't there
Perfecto,
anything
ya
else
queda.
more
Esto paro.
interesting to do? Tea parties are a must for the
Joder, qué
well-mannered.
pesado.
If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Ahora sí. Ahora. A ver. Joder. ¿Dónde están los otros? Ah, ¿esto? ¿Sí? Ay, mierda. Bueno, en serio. Como para atinarle. Pues ayer con 2 hice todos. Ah, que hasta que no lo recojo. Vale. Un poco justo.
Ayaka, Yanira, you're already here!
Good morning. Xavier said yesterday afternoon went well.
Yeah, and how about you, Ayaka? What were you up to yesterday?
After we split up, Ayato went to see Udex Nervillette at the Palais Mermonia. I was originally thinking of going with him, but he said he could manage it himself. He told me to go see the sights around Fontaine and to enjoy the local culture.
Esto explica, por cierto, el modelito que tenía. Era porque iban a visitar Fontaine.
So I rode the aqua bus with Yoimiya and visited the opera house on Aranias Island.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what we saw there. 2 mechanical puppets that were dancing together. You've already seen them, right? Yeah, those two.
We sat and watched for quite a while. It was mesmerizing.
Oh, it was the same for us the first time we saw them too.
Y nos marcamos incluso.
Afterwards, we went swimming at the beach. Well, diving to be exact. It was the first time I ever breathed underwater.
Sí, te morías. En tu zona te morías.
I held Ayaka's hand and we counted down together. 3, 2, 1, and then splat!
Y la censura sí se activó. ¿Eso para evitar la bravilla se activó o no se activó?
At first, I didn't dare to open my mouth. But once I couldn't hold my breath any longer, I decided to take a big breath in. Turns out the water wasn't a salt. Before I knew it, I was breathing like normal down there. It was an amazing feeling. Ayaka said I was too nervous and needed to loosen my grip.
I knew that the Traveler could do it, so I had no doubt we could do it too. That helped me feel at ease as soon as we dove in. The underwater world in Fontaine truly is beautiful. I love seeing the romaritime flowers blossoming underwater, like little candles lighting up the streets at night.
Que se podrá el pie debajo del agua.
Yeah, and there were so many creatures that we've never seen in
Que
Inazuma.
por cierto recuerdo que supuestamente era algo raro.
Like those fish that shimmer like a sword blade. Whoosh! Oh, and those big fish that call when they see people.
Te lanza unas tagas luminosas, qué bonito, y te mata.
Oh, you mean hunter's rays and blubber beasts. I just love the name Blubber Beast. Just wait till Pops and the others hear about this. They probably won't believe a word I say.
Yoimiya was down there for quite a while. It was dark before we finally rode the aqua bus back to the city. I figured she'd want to sleep in today.
Yeah, even I was worried I wouldn't be able to get up. I still felt like I was drifting in the waves when I went to sleep last night. As soon as I woke up today, I remembered that we'd all be shooting a film together, and I was ready to go. Speaking of the film, where's everybody else?
My brother and Xavier were speaking to the restaurant owner about using the place as a filming location. They should be here soon. As for the others, we're here.
Please excuse my tardiness. I just finished the Special Patrol's 6-mile morning jog.
Pero no vamos.
Wait, 6 miles? I'm so tired. I heard you all chatting, so I decided to come down. I sure could use some of that
Good morning, everyone.
boarding. Can someone fetch me a cup of coffee? More milk, cold.
Sure, I'd be happy to do that for you. No, you can't go anywhere. Please, have a seat over here so I can get started on your makeup. The last thing I want is coffee stains on my costumes.
I can get the coffee. It's the perfect job for an assistant.
So much energy. Seriously, what's her secret?
Oh, Yoimiya's always like that. But you sure look exhausted, Farina. It's because you're not used to waking up so early, huh?
No, lo que pasa es que me dormí mucho.
Of course not. I spent the whole night reading the novel from cover to cover, marking sections that either need to be omitted or adapted.
Wow. Paimon didn't expect you to be so thorough.
Well, I was the biggest star in Olifontaine after all. It takes more than just a pretty face to earn a reputation like that. I know how to get... I went all out when I was acting as an Archon, so why wouldn't I do the same for my own life?
Here's your coffee, Director Farina.
Oh, thank you. The sound of being called director and the aroma of coffee
Muy bonito.
feels almost as refreshing as hearing.
Ah, it seems everyone has managed to arrive on time. We've reached an agreement with the restaurant owner. We are free to use the second floor to shoot our film.
Really? That's great!
He is really looking forward to our film and hopes that providing his restaurant as a filming location will attract more customers. Well then, Mr. Xavier, I'll leave the rest to you. Okay, thanks. First, I'd like to introduce our new members. This is our prop manager, Veronique. She'll be in charge of all the film's props and items. And this is Bono, our lighting technician. He'll be in charge of lighting and illumination to set up each scene's atmosphere.
Dos tíos genéricos, genéricos, genéricos.
Wow. Sure feels like we have some real...
First of all, please allow me to first express my sincerest gratitude to everyone. When my investor informed me yesterday that he wouldn't be able to provide the funds, I really thought that this was the nail in the coffin. I had no idea that I'd find so many people willing to help me on such short notice. Thank you. Thank you all from the bottom.
No need to be so cordial, Mr. Xavier. We're all honored to be a part of this.
Your works made a profound impression on me when I saw them back in Inazuma. I am sure that someday, this film will be remembered as a prime example.
Yes, the story is the reason I agreed to join. I can't bear to even imagine what this film would look like without the very best director.
Joder. Déjalo aquí. Pues ya está.
Anyway, I would like to make a promise to everyone that as the producer of this film, I'll do whatever I can to ensure that this is not just my film. It also embodies the thoughts and feelings of every person here, as well as the endless effort we... So, without further ado, the Two Musketeers... You may take it from here, Director Farina.
All right. Listen up, everyone. The first scene takes place when the two young musketeers are living at the Baron's home, still unaware of all that is about to happen to them. We'll need props and lighting to set the scene. Our lead actors...
Whoa. Seems Farina's
Is everyone clear? I don't want anyone traipsing around the set. All right. Cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready. Let's make a film... not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
Seems like she's still a bit traumatized by
crees?
that.
Por eso es lo que dices cuando llueve.
Anyway, let's go see if there's anything we can do to help.
Joder, joder, ya me estás más gilipollas. Whee!
I don't need any help here.
Ayaka has mentioned you to me before. She said that you two were great friends.
No talking. I'm thinking about how to do your eyeshadow.
Ah, yes. To help me really look the part.
To achieve a more young and naive look for this scene.
Are you saying the wrinkles around my eyes are too deep?
You just have too much of a calculating look in your eyes.
You sure don't mince your words.
Quiet.
¡Vaya puya!
How about here?
A little more to the left.
You got it.
Hey, Yoimiya, do you need a hand?
No, I'm fine. You know, doing the lighting is kind of like designing a fireworks show. I heard that the Traveler will be operating the camera and Paimon will be the clapper loader, right? Those roles are just perfect for the two of you.
Really? Is that because it'll be easy for Paimon to hold the...
Well, sure, there's that. I just think that after all your journeys together, you two must have developed a super close bond and just naturally know how to work with each other. If I'm not mistaken, the director will want the cameras rolling as soon as the clapperboard goes clack. Oh, I see. It's a...
Yoimiya, we need lights over there, too.
Oh, on it! I've got to get back to work. Chat with you later. Oh.
Seems like Yoimiya's really getting into it. But she was right. We do have a super close... Paimon's...
So, this is a real musket?
No, it's just a prop weapon.
Not bad. Have you seen a real musket before?
Only in books and newspapers. I made this one based on the relative shape and proportions I saw. When we're filming, some special gunpowder will be applied around the muzzle, which will help create the flash.
Which means it'll be up to the actors to portray the recoil.
That's right. The sound effects for gun...
Thank you, Veronique. I think I know where to start now. However, the musket's gears and firing pin could still use some work. Adding some wear on the metallic components will make them appear more realistic. Also, be sure to rub the muskets with some oil each time before we start shooting. That'll give the impression that the firearms have been well maintained.
Good point.
You seem to know a lot, Miss Chevres. I assume.
Yes, I perform routine maintenance on my weapons every day. Just like we as people need to eat and sleep, muskets need to be cleaned and maintained.
Vale, es la falta de oxígeno. He tenido muy mal pensamiento.
I also perform similar care for my sword every day, and familiarize myself with its shape and weight, to the point where it feels like a natural extension of my body.
El cantor está hablando sin mover la boca. Es que...
Yes, this way, our weapons will never betray us in the heat of battle.
Que las espadas no traicionan. Bueno, menos que estén vivas, pero...
Yes, well said. It seems we have the same philosophy on this topic.
Oh, sounds like they found a common interest.
Though these props differ from the muskets I use, I can still give you some pointers.
Good. I look forward to your instruction.
Achaque con pistolas.
First and foremost, never point the weapon at anyone, regardless of whether it's a real or prop weapon, or whether you're holding it or it's on the table. This holds for any time when you're not actively engaging an enemy.
Okay, understood.
When aiming the musket, extend your arm so that it's level with your shoulder, and use your eye to look down the weapon's sight.
Like this?
Si puedes no hacerlo en plan GTA, mejor.
Not bad. Now, try saying your lines.
This is the end of the road for you.
GTA.
Good. Now turn your body a little. That way, you'll give your enemy less of a target to work with. And relax your shoulders. Here, this is the end of the road for you.
Huh. Excuse me, Miss Chiori. Director Farina, there's something I wish to discuss with you.
Oh? What is it?
Like this?
Yes, much better.
What do you think?
I do see your point.
I believe it would be most fitting.
Well, if you insist. All right, I understand. Miss Ayaka, Miss Chevres, could the two of you...
Huh? What's going on? Are we gonna start filming now?
Let's go see.
What is it?
I have a question for you, Miss Chevres. Would you be willing...
What?
To clarify, I would like to turn over my role to Miss Chevres.
But brother...
Don't worry, Ayaka. I actually view this as a good thing. I was becoming troubled trying to set aside some time to speak to the staff at the Palais Mermonia. I would like to have some conversations about the cult. Now, I will be able to focus on my work. Besides, you also know...
Are you really sure?
From a director's side, I also felt like the relationship between the two musketeers in the original story could be improved.
Si no, son 2 días.
The older brother in the story plays the lead role with his overbearing character, but this causes his character to overshadow that of his sister. And but if we were to change the siblings to 2 sisters of a similar... Also, I've seen you instructing Ayaka. That cold and...
Of course, even with all these insights.
Chevres mentioned that she really likes the story, right? Luna bets that she'll take the role.
All right, I'll take the role.
Good. It's decided then. We'll also need to make some immediate adjustments. I have a feeling that our adaptation will be even better than the original story.
You're doing a great favor for me, Miss Shep.
Don't mention it. I like this character, so if anything, I should be the one
Well, since my brother is the one who brought up, let's go, Miss Chevres. I look forward to working with you.
Please, just call me.
Seems like you're really going out of your way to solve the problem I was having with your makeup.
Surely you jest, Chiori. I assure you that I was most.
Oh, come on. You really think I'd buy that? According to what I've heard from Ayaka, her brother is someone who can just.
Perhaps. Ayaka always said she wanted to go out, but I feel that she needs not only to see other nations, but also to make some different kinds of friends. I think.
Alright, go on. Spoil her some more.
Ayato, it's too bad you're stepping down from the role. Paimon really wanted to see you act as a musketeer.
No need to poke fun at me. I'd wager that you also felt that I.
It's a little hard for Paimon to imagine you say.
Yes. I've made an appointment to meet some people from the Palais Mermont.
Traveler, get the camera ready. Paimon, get the clapperboard. Act.
Go on now. And please take.
Yep, don't worry.
Thank you. I look.
All right. Now that we're all here, let me help. The first scene takes place when the main characters are still living at the Baron's estate. They've been ostracized and verbally abused by others in the household, but they still have no idea why. Chevris will be playing the role of the older sister, Tulip, and Ayaka will be the younger sister, Iris. Be sure to get close up. Silence on the set! Lights!
Let's go!
Tulip, Mother's been out for quite a while now.
Perhaps she went to pick some flowers on the way home. You know.
Iris, Tulip, I'm home.
Mother, you were out for so long. We were beginning to worry about you.
I'm sorry, but I'm back now, safe and sound.
Mother, what are those bruises on your hand?
Huh? What bruises? Oh, I must have bumped,
But I didn't notice them this morning.
then perhaps they're from when I accidentally tripped. By the way, did you have fun playing at home? What's the matter, Iris?
Well, we've realized that.
They even took Iris's doll and spat at us.
And they even called us names. They said we were.
Shh. It's all right. Don't worry. Girls, listen to me. It doesn't matter what anyone says. Don't listen to them. You both have wonderful lives ahead of you, just like your names. Maybe your time to blossom hasn't quite come yet, but one day, don't let the soil you're in now ruin your future beauty. Understand? My...
And cut! Not bad. The actors' emotions were all on point. Also, if our clapper loader could avoid
Oh, got it.
Great. I was a little worried that my nerves.
I felt fine. The lines weren't too difficult at all. Seems like Farina must have a.
You two were great. I couldn't tell it was your first time.
Thank you for your encouragement.
Positions, everyone! We'll move on to the next scene after we try. This scene is when our two characters return home, only to discover their mother has been murdered. Ready? Lights! Camera! Action!
Mother, we're back. Mother? What's wrong, Tulip?
Iris, stay away!
Huh? Why? What's... Mother! Mother... She's...
Sí. Está acá palma. Joder. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Por qué no me está pillando? Joder, hoy está... Es algo esto, ¿eh?
There's poison in this cup.
I could have sworn I've seen this.
Those aristocrats. They didn't even try to cover up their actions.
Qué buena actriz, coño, llora y todo.
Iris, we need to leave.
Leave? But now that Mother...
Anywhere. All I know is that we can't stay in this house.
But...
We'll have our revenge, I promise you. Just not right now. Come on, let's go.
No, wait. We can't just leave Mother here like this. At least let me leave
¿Cómo
this
que le
rose
vas a
with
poner la
her.
rosa?
That's why we went out in the first place. To buy her this
All right. Goodbye, Mother. We'll avenge.
And cut! Beautiful! Great
Oh my, you're so amazing, Ayaka! And were those...
I was surprised too. Thank you for the kind compliments. Actually, as soon as Director Farina said action, it's quite similar to practicing the art of the sword. You clear your mind and focus.
Ayaka's performance was amazing. Have I discovered an acting prodigy? Pipe down, everyone! We need to move.
Huh? Are we done already? But Paimon would... How do you feel, Traveler? Is your arm sore from holding the camera all day?
Good work, you two.
You too, Shivers. You were quite the actress today.
I've read this novel many times before. I have a good grasp of my character's mindset. Anyway, do you remember my request from yesterday?
¿Tienes frío?
have a case where the murders seem really similar to the cases.
In the story, the main characters grow up to become two musketeers, always using their guns, and on each of the victims, they place a rainbow rose as a signal that they've returned. Yes, that's correct. We found rainbow roses.
Oh, that does sound pretty especially after seeing the script today. What do you think, Traveler? You're smart. Paimon wants to hear your...
Good. On behalf of Fontaine's Special Security and Patrol, thank you for your death. There's no time to lose. We should start investigating.
Huh? Right now? Well, we just got done filming all day.
The most valuable intel always comes after nightfall. They are like small, remote islands in the... That's how one of my favorite books...
So, where are we going right now?
Let's start by checking out some workshops that sell mechanical components. If the culprit is making their own weapons, it's very...
Add as.
Welcome to LeChaux's Clockwork Workshop.
Hello. I'd like to know if anyone has purchased some special
Special components? Sorry.
I mean the kind of components that aren't typically used for clockwork
Huh? For firearms? No.
Don't misunderstand. I'm not here to cause any trouble.
Well, to be completely honest, I'm not even sure.
Has anyone ever purchased components here as an individual?
We have a lot of customers who buy toys, but those who buy components are all regular customers who buy in bulk.
Is that so?
You're welcome. It's the least I can...
A todo por culo. Vaya por Dios.
Oh, hey, Chevris. Run out of oil for your musket again?
Hello, Estelle. I want to know if anyone has come to your shop.
Oh, is this another case? I don't think so. Some people have requested that I make some prop guns for the Fontanalia Film Festival.
Oh? Why's that?
Because there's no profit! I only make things here that can do some real heavy lifting. I don't have the energy to...
Then has anybody come specifically?
Well, I usually sell off my scrap to the Fleuve Cendre.
I understand.
Don't mention it. Always happy to have the musketeer.
Seems like we haven't found any leads to go.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Huh? Are you sure? People might not be so...
You think so, huh?
Huh?
That I grew up in Fleuve Cendre.
Y eso donde está eso, ¿no? Creo que ahí no es. Creo.
Hello. I'd like to ask some questions.
I don't know anything.
Don't worry, I'm not here to arrest anybody.
You say that now.
It's the truth. Here, take this as my guarantee.
Wait, did Paimon just see what she thinks she saw? Is the captain of the Special Patrol bribing a citizen?
Seems you're different from the other guards. What do you want to know?
Have you heard anything related to muskets in Fleuve Cendre lately? Anything at all?
Muskets, huh? All I know is that about 2 weeks ago, we started hearing some...
Were they gunshots?
Possibly. It's hard to tell. Someone's house collapsing, a pipe exploding somewhere, it's all the same. But the noises...
Do you know where the noises were coming from?
I don't remember clearly.
Is it that you don't
You tell me.
Ay, esa memoria.
Then please, think about it some more.
She's giving her even more Mora.
The noises came from the end of the Southern Waterway. I came out and had a look for myself when I wasn't sleeping well, but that's all I know.
All right, I'll take your word.
Thanks for the pâte de fruits.
Sí, eso mismo.
No need to be surprised. I grew up here, remember? I know how to get people around here to talk. My apologies, I'm all out of sweets. Though I do have some other tempting snacks in my custody. Fries, fried chicken, and even onion rings.
Esta cara.
But taking care of junk food is my responsibility. You're better off sticking to your normal, nutritious diet. Now then, let's keep going.
Eso lo ha sacado de la nada. Comida. Ah, bueno.
It's been a while, Tetro.
Please, just get on with your request.
I want to know if you've heard anybody talking about muskets lately.
Information isn't free, you know.
Pues me quedo sin duro.
I've heard that bandits have been extremely active in the countryside recently, and they've been affecting the delivery of goods to Poisson.
You're still as helpful. One of our men got drunk at dinner about a month ago and lost his gun. 3 days later, it turned...
What's weird about that? He just forgot where he put...
This is Fleuve Cendre, my friend. Anything of value left in the tavern won't ever... But that gun turned out to be an exception. Didn't get any new wear...
I suspect it came back because the weapon was already known to the guard.
You mean, a criminal was afraid the Marechaussee Phantom would use the shot marks to track them down? Maybe.
I didn't say anything about a criminal.
In Fleuve Cendre, knowing who was killed is as easy as knowing what clothes you're wearing today. It's the guy living in the east side, isn't it? I've never liked him. Every time he's here, he just...
So, who was the one who lost the gun in the first place?
Don't bother. Even if you ask, he wouldn't admit to owning a gun to some strangers. Not to mention the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance.
He's right.
I know you grew up here, Chevres. Even though you're on good terms with the Spina, you've still been gone too long. Not many people know you here.
I know.
So take my advice and don't show your face too much around.
I'll come and go as I please. And I'm afraid I'll be appearing more often due to...
All right. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Joder, pero qué suerte en esto.
What's all this? Some broken planks and barrels, as well as some liquor bottles?
Yes, but have a closer look, Paimon. Even though somebody has purposefully tried to clean them up, these are obviously in other words, someone was here trying to improve their shot.
Could it have been the kill?
Your guess is as good as mine. Although many people at Fleuve Sandra own guns, few... Anyway, let's go. Seems like that's all we'll be able to uncover for today.
Paimon feels like we managed to learn a lot more here than...
Yes. Assuming that everything we found is indeed connected to our suspect. A month ago, our suspect found a gun and took it home to disassemble it. In the following weeks, he used some parts to create his own makeshift musket. Then, a few days ago, he found his target and carried out the murder.
That all makes sense to Paimon, but we're still...
The deceased was a resident of Fleuve Sandra. It said that he was a poor Yeah, that's all. If we are indeed following the novel, and there's a story behind the murder, then this murder should be an act of vengeance. But he was no saint, but no one's heard of a rival who hated him enough to What message is the killer trying to convey? And to whom exactly? We've thoroughly investigated that. He claims to have spent the whole day at the Opera House on the day of the murder, and the staff there have confirmed his account.
Okay, so he has an alibi.
Not only that, he lacks a credible motive as well. He has a family of his own, and both of his parents are still alive. I've looked into his records. He was adopted at the age of 6, and all the In the story, the mother of the 2 musketeers was murdered after the children turned 10. Of course, he could have changed the children's ages, but I don't want to assume anything without evidence. More importantly, I've also had a chat with him in person. He didn't seem like the
Then, what should we do now?
Investigations take time. I didn't expect us to catch the culprit in just a single... How about this? Let's spend the next few days filming with the crew. We can continue the investigation.
Wait, but weren't you saying intel is like small remote...
Ah, but the book had more than one reference.
Oh? What else?
As long as you spend enough time sailing through the fog, you'll eventually come across...
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for complete.
Meter con los míos. Ah, espera. Aquí. Voy.